Before we start this episode of Girl Talk, Real Talk, I want to just throw it out there that I know there's going to be a lot of people who are going to have some comments about my hair right now. I want you to know that, I was trying to do one of those bow hairstyles, and this is what I got. This is not what it looked like. It's not how I had hoped it was going to go, but nonetheless, this is what I have. You tried. You tried, and that's really what matters. Now, I had a choice just to take it off and, not show it to anybody, just put it in the back like it never happened. But I thought, no, because everybody has those moments where they think they're doing something right and they're really not. But it's like, rather than be ashamed of it, why don't I just share it? This is it. This is my first attempt at a bow, and you know what? I think it looks fucking great. Your day took a great start. I mean, you only press the snooze button on your phone twice. Winged liner came on first attempt, which is really fucking hard, Lipstick was, highlight was, you put on those jeans and your butt looks, things are good, okay? And suddenly your phone chimes. It's that special someone, like the one you're like, ah! When you see the text, right? And you open it and it says 3 words, and you were not expecting these 3 words, okay? It's like, what is this happening right now? It says, send me nudes. Was not expecting that. Thought it was something else. Much too early for it to be that anyway, right? That's a little crazy for me to think that. Why would it be something like that? And if you're in this position, you're probably wondering, what do I do now? If so, keep on watching. Welcome to this episode of Girl Talk, Real Talk, which is anybody like as mind blown as I am right now about the fact that Girl Talk's here, Real Talks here. My name is Faza Ramouni. I've expired and fabulous, and I'm here to help you get you right, get him right, and get it right. The it, of course, is love. Relationships, finding or maintaining one, can be really difficult without a little bit of navigation. And that's what I help people do. So I advise people on their relationships, whether that be with friendships or family or, lovers, exes, heartbreak, whatever it may be. I just give you my 2 cents off of listening to people vent about their issues for the past. Now, November will be almost 11 years since. But I want to make something clear. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a psychologist, a therapist, a counselor, social worker. I have no degree in any of those fields. As a matter of fact, I don't have a degree at all. I went ahead and dropped out of college because I was studying medicine. Let's correct that. My dad wanted me to study medicine. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to be a writer, so I dropped out of school and pursued a writing career, which didn't really go anywhere. But that's okay. This is beyond the story. This is not what we're talking about here. This is about you. For those of you who followed me from the beginning, I started a blog called 51 Fridays where I documented my dad's journey to try to get me married before I reached 25, which he believed to be the year I expired. Women in general expire at 25, hence the expired and fabulous. I know, smart. People never give me the credit I deserve. So I wrote about my dreams, about wanting to get married to a guy that I chose and finding myself and the things that a lot of women in my culture are really not oftentimes encouraged to do because don't know, really. Still trying to figure this out. So I wrote so much about what kind of was happening in my life, and writing about my own experiences and the experiences of those around me turned into other people reaching out to me to ask for my advice. Now, first I'm like, I'm really not the person you want to be talking to. Why don't you go talk to somebody who's certified, who has a degree in this? But they just wanted to talk to me, just wanted to vent. And so I listened to people vent and I gave them my 2 cents. And that's what I did. I did that for years. Never got paid a dime for it, but just did it because I enjoyed doing it, listening to other people's stories, hearing how we communicate with each other, how we find love, what are the mistakes that we're making. These were a lot of things that just fascinated me. Not that any of it helped me in my journey, but that's another story because that was all on me. But everybody's responsible for their own lives. I didn't know how to handle mine at that point, but that's beyond the point. Let's move on. A lot of people would always encourage me to turn it into a business, but I wasn't feeling it then. I guess it wasn't time just yet, until the day I was involved in a really horrible breakup and was faced with a lot of hardships in my life that I didn't really know what to do. I ended up suffering a nervous breakdown. I couldn't focus on anything, didn't feel like I knew what my purpose was. lost my job, I was broke, I was in a bad fucking place, really bad fucking place. At that time that I took months off because I just couldn't talk to anybody. Like, I couldn't listen to people venting. I was not in a good place. I needed to focus on myself. And focusing on myself was how I discovered a lot of the things I really wanted to be doing and that I really needed to be doing. Now I'm still growing, learning, and discovering uncharted waters myself. Okay, so I'm not perfect, nor do I claim to be perfect, nor do I claim to have all the goddamn fucking answers. I don't. But I feel like listening to people for so many years has given me a better perspective on kind of how we really communicate and the mistakes I myself made and the mistakes I continue to make. Like just the other day, I was at Starbucks and this really attractive guy asked me how I was doing, and I said, I'm very well, I've been better, but you know, just sometimes you can't always choose and you know, the days you want to be better, even though you really wish that you could, because like just some days are just not really good. But it just happens to be just sort of patterns that we set for ourselves in the morning. I gotta wake up and I just gotta put out a better vibration, like how I want my day to go, rather than just thinking to myself it may be a little bit negative considering the fact that I'm holding on to things that I'm still recovering from. But you know, the thing is, really at the end of the day, we're human, and emotionally sometimes we can just feel very sensitive, and it's okay to release that. You got to remember that it's okay to do that. You don't have to always be strong. And that's what, actually, when I think about it, my day is actually going great because God is good. I woke up this morning. A lot of people can't. Here I am standing in the Starbucks line ordering a drink that, you know, a lot of people won't be able to even do in their day. So it's like I'm blessed. I'm well. So that's what I'm here to do, just share what I have personally experienced and learned through trial and error, a lot more error, but nobody's gonna be talking about that. Some of it will be talked about, not really, I don't really know. We're gonna move on. No sugarcoating, no holds barred, no excuses, least of all for myself. You know, I do some really stupid shit. Now that I got all that out of the way, let's get you fabulous. Whether it's send nudes, or can you send me nudes, or can you send me a dirty picture, any woman who gets this text message finds herself quite perplexed, or at least she should. I mean, really, right? Nobody's there. You ask yourself, should you send one? If so, what should you send? You know, should you be partially naked or just in the birthday suit? And if so, if it's a birthday suit, what part are you showing? Are you going in the front? Are you going in the back? What angle is going to look good? Should you go ahead and take the picture by standing the camera up somewhere in the bathroom where you can get a good reflection in the mirror? You're not sure. This is also the moment that you're probably wishing you had shaved that day, because then it would have just, you know, would have looked more human. Then there's angles. What angle should I use? You know, should you go lower? Should you go higher? Should you just go try to be a little bit even? Should you put your leg up, down, show a little bit of flexibility? Question is, where's your tripod? Where is this? I need you. Then you start thinking to yourself, maybe if you crop out your face, you know, you'll feel a little bit more respectful sending it, you know, more moral. Maybe you want to send him some offensive, potentially relationship ending text message because you're offended, understandably so. Or maybe you're feeling pressured to send one because you're afraid he's gonna get upset if you don't. And then maybe he won't talk to you anymore, and you don't want to lose that, right? For him to treat you like some sex generator is very wrong, and you have every right to be fucking upset. So the question is, do you send it? No. Never, under any circumstances, do you send a man nudes. Like, ever. Like, never, never. Like, never, never, ever. Why? Because of these 5 things. Number 1, respect. You have respect for yourself. Even if he may not, you do. You don't lose that, okay? Number 2, think about your future. You don't know where these pictures can end up. He could lose his phone. You could lose your phone. You could accidentally send it to the wrong person. Anything could happen. You can break up in a day. You could break up in a week, a month, a year. What happens to those pictures? Do you think he deleted them or that he's going to? I don't think so. I don't know about you, I don't. But really, what happens to the pictures? What does he do with them? What if he threatens you with it? How about this? Don't wait to find out. Just don't do it. Number 3, he'll want more. If you think you're gonna send one picture and that's gonna be it, you are wrong, okay? Wrong with a capital W. He's gonna want more. And he's gonna want different angles, he's gonna want different body parts, he's gonna want different places. So don't start the ball rolling, because I promise you that once you send one, he's gonna be singing "Give Me More" like fucking Britney Spears, okay? Stop. Number 4, you're not the only one, okay? Let's face it. If he's asking you for nudes, he's asked other girls for nudes, okay? You are not the first. So be the one who stands out, and also leave an impression that you're not the girl that's gonna do that. This is going to give you a very clear indication as to who he is based off of his response to that. To all of this, really. And the number 5 reason is because you should make him wait. Nothing's like seeing the real deal. All good things come to those who wait. So make him wait. But the text is there, right? So what do you do now? Do you dump him? Should you respond? And if so, what should you say? Well, dumping him depends on this. If you don't have a label on it yet, then I would say smooth sails and Godspeed. Why? Because if he's asking you for nudes that early in the relationship, it's probably a fuckboy. And if it's not a new relationship and you have some time in, but you still don't have a label on it, ding, 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 ding. Something's rotten in Denmark, folks. Now, if you have a label on it and you feel like this guy is someone who you truly want to invest more time in because he treats you with respect despite this question, and he is genuine, he communicates with you, and you feel he's a really good guy, then you can use this as an opportunity to get him right and show him that you're not the girl that's going to do that. If you fall into the label category, here are 9 responses you can send to him. Number 1, send him a nude lipstick. You've got to have one in your drawer. And if you don't, go over to MAC or Sephora, find a nude lipstick, take a picture of it. There you go. Number 2, a nude ensemble. You asked for something nude. You're welcome. Number 3, the statue of Aphrodite. Because, I mean, number 4, send him a text that says, not gonna happen, ... I have a little thing called self-respect. Number 5, text him saying, if you're looking for naked girls, utilize Google. Come on. Number 6, Miss Piggy, because this is just my favorite. Just, can you just skip to number 6 and just do this? Number 7, reply with why. So when he says send nudes, your response is why?
Because I want to see your body.
Why?
Because I'm thinking about you.
Why? Why him into oblivion? That's it. Bye, sir. Number 8, send him a text message that says, here's my dad's number. You might have better luck with him. And finally, number 9, well, I don't really know how to explain this, so I guess I'll just do this.
It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know what happened with the D.O.E.
If he's angry, offended, or instigates some sort of argument with you regarding this, rather than being like completely apologetic and wanting to like fucking cut his own dick off for being so fucking stupid, then you probably aren't with the right guy. Because he should be really, really embarrassed and ashamed of his dumbassery. That's really what it should be. And if he's not having that response, there's a problem. This is not the guy for you, okay? He's not giving you the respect you deserve in the beginning. Chances are you're not gonna get it later on. That's it for this week's episode of Girl Talk Real Talk. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and also click that subscribe button for weekly relationship advice twice a week. Also leave your comments below if this has been helpful for you or if you've learned anything from it. Until next week, penguins, stay flirty, fearless, and fabulous. About what lipstick I'm wearing? Maybe not. If nobody asks, that's really whatever. Just put it out there. I'm wearing Bows by Huda Beauty because her fucking lipsticks are just gorgeous. So this is what it looks like up close. I don't know if it's gonna, there we go. Beautiful color. I really like it. Oh my god, I have to take my hair down. I'm getting a migraine. It's too heavy. There's too much heaviness up here that my neck's like, what are you doing, girlfriend? Taking it down. Bye.